Start.
So welcome to week 1 of this online course for school teachers. My name is Lucian Ngeze. I'm actually a research scholar in education technology and a teacher trainer on ICT integration in schools. And I'm going to start by giving an overview of the topic that we're going to have this week. And basically the topic of this week is basically on ICT integration overview. So at the end of this topic in this week, you should be able to first of all define ICT and give its different components, and then describe the different barriers that we face whenever we are making an effort to integrate ICT in our own ways of teaching and learning. And then we look into the different misconceptions that teachers have had in the process of ICT integration. And then we look into the different ICT applications in different ways when we're using ICT tools in our own schools. Later on, we'll discuss about the different models that we use when we want to integrate our own technologies in the different ways that we want to be able to gain maximum attention and motivation to our students to be able to use technology in teaching. And later on, we'll also be able to plan on how best you can be able to use technology in teaching our own subjects. So whether you're a mathematics teacher, you have to teach using technology, or whether you're a history teacher or a geography teacher, likewise, you can also be able to use technology in improving attention, but at the same time be able to encourage your students to be able to participate in different ways. So yeah, what you're required to have at this particular point is that you need to have a paper and a pen to be able to take some notes at some points, because some of the videos will be having some reflection spots or some points where you have to reflect on what you are learning at that particular time, and therefore you need to record, put down your answers on your notebook by using a pen. Now again, because we have a discussion forum of this week, you'll be required to participate in discussion forums as well. So which implies therefore that you will need to be able to go and post some questions, and at the same time reply to the posts that are shared by, posted by other teachers or participants in this particular forum. But again, try to share your experiences on how best you can be able to use technology in your teaching, and if you have been using technologies in your own ways in teaching your subject, share your experiences so that other teachers can be able to learn from yourself. So above all, you'll be required to complete all the activities that are set apart for this week, which include therefore some of the learning by doing activities that will fall after each of the videos. But again, there will be some weekly activities that you need to complete so that you can be able to gain maximum from the course that you are actually taking right now. So to start with, I'm going to start with the motivation, why we actually need to learn about ICT integration in teaching and learning. So today, most teachers have been using technology in many ways. And if we look into the different surveys that we have had recently, it shows that about 95% of the secondary school teachers and primary school teachers all together have their own smartphones. But they have also been using technology in different ways as well. So other teachers could say, oh, I know how to use computers, or I know how to use my smartphone. But what is the best deal in this? Why should I learn about how to use technology in your own ways of teaching? This is because using technology, you gain a lot of skills, and you can also be able to inspire your children or your students to be able to learn more. And there is what we call digital pedagogy, where we actually have to increase the attitude on how best you can be able to use technologies, but again, be able to improve our own ways of teaching and learning in this particular era. Now, whenever we want to integrate or use technology in our own ways of teaching, we need to make sure that we invest in much more in the effort and learn more and gain more on how best we can be able to move and change our own ways of teaching. And therefore, in this topic, we'll be discussing heavily on how best we can be able to do that. So, why are we learning about these technologies in this particular era? First of all, we are situated in a global economy or global information period where most of us have to be able to move from the traditional ways of teaching to move to a modern way of teaching where technology is actually embedded in the process. But at the same time, not everyone is digital in nature. We have to make sure that we are transiting or moving from this particular era where we are today, where we are not using much of the technology in teaching and learning, moving into the way where we can be able to incorporate many learners in the process, but encourage different activities and skills that will help we teachers be able to move forward and improve our own ways, at the same time building our economy again. But again, with technology, we have advantage of increasing engagement and motivation to our students. And this is actually a new approach where different strategies have been put in place to be able to attract students' attention and motivation, but at the same time be able to increase their own ways of motivating and their own ways of innovating, so that you can also have diverse way of imparting skills and knowledge to our generation and our children as well. But again, using technology in our ways, in the way we teach today, can impact the concept of lifelong learning, where we actually help our students be able to build themselves, at the same time be able to be learning new skills, developing new skills, and changing their own attitudes towards how technology can be able to improve their lives, the lives of the society, and the lives of the nation as well, so that we move towards a well-developed nation. So yeah, we are going to stop here at this particular point on this video. So in the next video, we are going to make a thorough definition of what is ICT and how best it can be able to be applied in many ways. So